Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today's beers, we're going to look at several beers from one brewery. It's not a Japanese company, but it's one that many Japanese are familiar with because it's imported into Japan and somewhat widely available. And it's made in a location which many Japanese visit, and that is Kona Brewing Company. And Kona is a Hawaiian brewing company, as you might guess, and it was founded in 1994 by a father and son who were interested in beer. And they have quite a few beers that they've made since that time. Rate Beer lists 89 separate beers, and Untapped almost double 157 different beers, and the average score on Untapped is 3.52. So in 1994 they started, and they have two brew pubs, one in Kailua, Kona, and the other in Oahu, in the Hawaii Kai area. If you are familiar with Honolulu, Hawaii Kai is quite upscale, sort of, I guess you could say a suburb of Honolulu. And so they have two brew pubs, and their main brewery is at Kailua, Kona, on the Big Island of Hawaii. And they also have a restaurant at the airport, Honolulu Airport, where you can get their beers as well. And their beers are widely imported into Japan, and you can get them at a lot of restaurants that kind of specialize in Hawaiian style or casual dining. And they were bought out by the Craft Beer Alliance, which was basically put together by the Widmer brothers in Portland, Oregon, and that group has sold out completely now to AB InBev, the large multinational brewing company based in Brazil and St. Louis. So what that means is they have access to the distribution that company can provide worldwide, and also production. So their beers are produced at Widmer Brothers in Portland, Oregon, as well as Red Hook in Washington State and New Hampshire in the United States. And this beer, it doesn't really specify. It says brewed by Kona in Kona, Hawaii, Portland, Oregon, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So it doesn't really specify exactly where this one came from. In any case, so we have a number of beers from them that we're going to look at. In 2009, they were the 14th largest beer in terms of sales, craft beer sales in the United States. So quite big. And we're going to look at 5 different beers from Kona Brewing Company. Okay, so let's begin. And here we are with another beer from Kona Brewing Company in Kailua, Kona, Hawaii. And we don't know where this one was brewed. Of course, they have 3 brewing locations because they belong to AB InBev. And this one is called Kona Hanalei Island IPA. And this is a 4.5% IPA. And it's classified as a session IPA, lower alcohol IPA. And it, as you can see on the label here, it is infused with passion fruit, guava, and orange. So 3 different fruits into it. And it says, with natural flavor added. And I'm not sure what that means. If the passion fruit, orange, and guava are not natural, but in any case, we'll give it a go and see. This beer has 678 ratings on Rate Beer, and the average is 3.33. and 53 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 47 percentile for its style, Session IPA. And so it's like in the middle of that group. Untapped, 152,000 beers ratings, and 3.56, so a touch higher than Rate Beer. I have had this before, about 4 years ago. I rated it 3.4, and so we'll give it a go. We'll see how it goes here. So the label always has some sort of lightly stylized view of the Hawaiian scene. Here they are in their boats sailing toward the island, which has beautiful mountains and a waterfall, which, yeah, if you've been to Hawaii, you know how beautiful the island actually is with the mountains and waterfalls there. Okay, and the cap of these have the gecko, which exists in abundance in Hawaii. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, so it is a very slightly hazy, kind of golden blonde color, maybe some chill haze, bit of carbonation popping up, some kind of sediment floating around too, which gives me pause. I'm not sure why that is there. Okay. Aroma. Okay, I like the last beer I had. It seems something like Zatz hops, which tends to suggest a skunkiness. Let's read the label here. At the top, Island IPA, the subtle bitterness of hops is balanced by passion fruit, orange, and guava. Easy does it. Kayak, the stunning Hanalei Bay, and ease your way through the tropical paradise of northern Kauai. Refresh your senses with this crisp Island IPA. Okay. All right. I think I read it backwards. Okay, so we get clearly some light stinky hoppiness. I think I'm getting some of the grapefruit. Okay, the hops come through much better in the taste than they do in the aroma. I'm not sure if the passion fruit, orange, and guava are natural flavors or not. Passion fruit, some. Guava I do not get, and I know that fruit quite well. And orange, yeah. Absolutely. So it does seem like it has infused with a bit of orange juice, perhaps. Light pale malts. Touch of caramel, maybe, but not a lot else. So it is very light, kind of thin, medium-bodied. At 4.5%, it is kind of a session beer. Okay, it's nothing to write home about, but certainly it's drinkable. So you might want to give this one a go if you happen to see it. It's called Hanalei Island Ipa. It's a session IPA from Kona Brewing Company in Kailua Kona, Hawaii. 4.5%. So you could put away a few of these without really feeling any damage at all, and kayak your way on home. Okay, that's it for today. We'll look at a few more beers from Kona Brewing Company in our next few videos, and please tune in for that. Take care. Bye-bye.